This is BREPcode.com, and it is awesome. It is a way where you can do code CAD, you can do natural language model code generation. You can see here that we have a metallic multicolor object. You can have an SVG export from that object. You can also have an HTML object that you can embed in your own website. There's so many things so powerful. You can cut an STL that you already own right down the middle and squish it back together, or tell it to expand right through the middle. I want to explain how this works, how you can use it, how I've integrated it into my workflow, and how it's like, say you just don't even want to know about this and you just want to try it out. You can go to my GitHub, download it for yourself right now. The .exe is available, or you could just go to BREPcode.com and actually use it for yourself, completely free, zero charges, completely client-side. Let's jump into the video and I'll explain more about what it is, why it is, and also, of course, credit the creator of the engine. This is why it's so powerful, brep.io. Now let's learn more about BREPcode. This is BREPcode.com, and it's basically a way where you can model, and you can do it either code CAD based. So you can see right here is the difference code, and it takes the cube, and then it takes a cylinder, and it cuts it out of the cube. And I did not make the engine for this. I just made kind of the translator on top, but it's built on an awesome engine called brep.io. So let me show you brep.io. It's a very, very powerful brep engine that's browser based. So there's a lot of really cool things you can do with it. And I'm going to hop in and just kind of like explain what it is and how you can use it, and kind of what I made it for. So first off, I'd like to kind of show something I made because it can make a little more sense. So this is a holder. It's for a G10 Nano brush, and you just pop the brush in there. I've been wanting to make this for a while, but I didn't want to really do the modeling for it with like Fusion or something. So the nice thing about BREPcode is you can hop into it and you can just click right. Sorry about that. You can just click right here. This is, as you can see on the web, you can click into the little messaging thing, and you can natural language make models. So I'm going to use Claude Code as a API, but you can also make things just in the chatbot without having AI integration. So just for the video, let's go ahead and try making something else. How about, let's make something kind of not super simple. Make me a mug with a double handle so that there are two handles, one on each side. So this might not do that great because this actually isn't the newest version, but I think it's really good to like show real world tests of things that are in development. So right now it's talking to the AI, and as you can see, it didn't make the actual model. It ran into some coding issues, and now it is trying to figure it out. So we're going to try to fix it a couple times, and then we're going to try that same prompt in the newest version as well, and we'll see if it can get it a little better. So I mean, that's not too bad. I mean, the handles aren't great, but I'm pretty happy with that mug. So let's just say add a foot and make the handles expand out for it further. Let's just say more round, and we'll see how it does. Then we'll try that same prompt in the more updated version, and we'll see how it does. So while it's working on that, let me copy the prompt. Oh yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. Let's copy that, Control C. Oh, and I almost forgot the best part of this. This is completely free. So here is, where is my local version? Huh. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to do a hard refresh, make sure I have the newest version, and we'll click into the chatbot. You can also type out the models if you want to, if you're good at CodeCAD. And I'm also going to kind of do some tutorials on that too. So let's just make sure that we have the AI connected, and you can use Gemini or Claude. If you use a different AI, just let me know. I can get that in there for you. So there is the prompt, and let's see if the newer version does any better. Basically, I've kind of created quote unquote harness for it that makes it a little better at knowing what to build and how to build it, and has some references. So I'll be honest, I like the other version better. But this leads me to want to show you something else. You can actually change the materials. You can change like how metallic it looks. I guess we shouldn't make PLA look too metallic. And you can also put patterns on there. So let's make this for a real manly man. Uh-oh, I can't see it. I'm just kidding. It's kind of dumb. Or you can make it glow in the dark, which that's kind of cool too. Ooh. And you can make it like titanium or aluminum. And I can't see it at all, so you can also bump up the lighting. So it's really, really powerful for a browser-based tool. Let's hop back over to the actual version that's available, because I like this mug better. And let's export an actual SVG blueprint of that mug, so that we can get the sizing, and like, you know, if we're actually designing this, we'd want to share it with somebody. I'd like to actually build this out a little more too. There is a way to export the HTML as well. So that's kind of fun because you can embed it in your website. You can export a GLB. Oh no. Okay, you know, sometimes things don't work. But let me show you what you can export it as: STL, OBJ, 3MF step, a curved step, and a GLB and an HTML. So let's just try the HTML just for fun. So we'll call it mug, and then we'll open it up to show how your mug could look exported. Here is an SVG of the blueprint that I exported from a different model. You can also import models and then make changes to it. So this is a frame that I imported, and we wanted to cut down the size, like scale it kind of, but not lose like the sides. So how thick that is. So if we just scaled it, these would get shorter as well. So I made a feature which is basically called like cut in the middle. Well, it's not cut in the middle, but split and fill. And you can also do it negative. So you could split and fill, or you can split and delete. And that's just a minus sign, and that'll do it. You can add drill holes. You can cut feet off. You can do all sorts of stuff. Add support fins. That's actually a really cool one. Let's see if I can show that. So support fins are really, really awesome to use, because it's a way where you can get like maybe print things a little easier. And you get the support fins that just snap right off, and you get better print quality in a lot of cases. So as you can see here, there are the support fins, and I would need to add some other supports to this probably too, because my printer doesn't do too well with stringing. And this is a pretty tall model, but just to kind of show you what can be done. So this video is kind of getting long. Really, all I wanted to do with this is show how powerful BREPcode is, and also give a huge nod to the creator of the engine. This is actually basically what I made is just a way to call upon this brep.io. Brep.io has a GitHub. If you want to build anything with brep.io, you can hop over here if you want to model with brep.io as well. And the creator of brep.io is cool. He also has a YouTube channel. I will post to it, and a Discord. So if you are interested in brep.io, I definitely recommend checking it out. If you're interested in brepcode.com, it's 100% free. Go try it out. The chatbot is actually pretty powerful without the API integration, but if anyone needs help with understanding how that works and wants to connect a key, let me know. It's actually pretty inexpensive. I think it's probably costed me like 61 cents, and I've probably made like 8 models maybe. Oh, and I almost forgot, you can actually like move the pieces manually as well, and there's like ways to do freeform, and so it's really, really powerful. A lot of things you can do. And part of the reason I made it is because people will be asking me like, oh, hey, I need to be able to, how can I split this? How can I shave this off? How can I put drill holes? And now I can be like, I can show you exactly how. We can hop on the web. We can hop on a Zoom together. Like, we can get all of these things situated. You don't have to pay extra for this modeling software. It's available right here. And I just think it's really cool. It's really going to help my workflow. If you have any comments, suggestions, anything like that, let me know. And I'm planning on building this out a lot more, and I've already used it a lot in my workflow, so feel free to use it. It's all client side. I'm not going to steal any of your models. If you do like it, you can consider supporting me. There's links on here for buy me a coffee. That's what makes me the happiest. I honestly, I'll be honest, I don't need a lot of money, but any money that is donated will go into supporting this project. So really, it's just, even if you donate like 50 cents, it's just to make me happy to know that somebody appreciated what I built. Or subscribe to YouTube, drop a thumbs up. That's awesome too. And I made all these different color modes just for people to be able to have fun with it. So thank you so much for checking out the channel, and I'll leave a link to the Discord down below as well if you need to contact me, RandoTechNerd@gmail.com. And I'm so happy to be part of this nerdy 3D printing community. Let's build something awesome. All right, I'll catch you nerds on the next one. Bye.